So my research experience is a little different from traditional undergrad research. I do research with the iGEM bioengineering team. So we're a club on campus, but we're also a team in this international synthetic biology competition. And so we do a new project every year, kind of think it's like a science fair project, but it's centered around synthetic biology. And so we're structured as a club. We're not, a traditional lab setup when you have your faculty member and the grad students working under them and then the undergrads under them. We are our own little club off. We have a faculty advisor, but really we're kind of our own little group. So to get involved with that, I joined the club, and then we have a team that stays over the summer, and that was a whole internship, application written, and then interview process. So I went through that entire process and then was selected as one of the researchers. Personally, because we're both a research group and a club, I've made a ton of friends through iGEM. So the people that I stayed on campus with over the summer researching with are now some of my best friends this year. And just spending all that time together, especially over the summer when there's not a lot of other people on campus. I mean, we were spending upwards of 50 hours a week together, and it was a total blast. We would hang out on the weekends, and we did a vacation trip together. Yeah, it's just really great group of friends. And now with the club this year, just getting to meet a ton of new people with the new members joining. It's just been personally really fulfilling to get in contact with all these people who are so interested in the same areas I am. Being in biological engineering and wanting to go into the biotech field, research is really important because that field as a whole is really research heavy. And so I knew that I wanted to start doing that as an undergrad, just to get a little bit of that experience under my belt. I do want to go to graduate school, so really kind of setting up that path was really important for me to find that experience as an undergrad here at Purdue. The summer before I came in as a freshman, I was sitting in the airport coming to my STAR date, and I was like, well, I should figure out what's going on at Purdue. So I downloaded the Exponent app on my phone, and I was browsing through it, and it was like the third story. So this was like completely random chance that this happened, but the third story was about the iGEM team and how they did the previous year. And so I'm reading this story about this team of undergraduate students that does research in synthetic biology, but in a competitive setting. And I was like, this is exactly what I want from my experience at Purdue. The more you get involved, kind of the more efficient you become. So I always say, if you have 5 hours to do a homework assignment, you're probably going to let it take 5 hours, and there's going to be a lot of Facebook and Netflix mixed in to expand it. But let's say you're in a lab and you need to do 3 hours of research that day, so you only have 2 hours to do it, you're going to be a lot more efficient in those 2 hours. So I find that when you actually add stuff to your schedule, you stay on top of things more. Academically, what I really like about it is it helps contextualize all of my classes. And so when I'm sitting in class and I'm like, wow, this is really boring, let's say I'm sitting in differential equations and we're learning how to model like a flowing system. So if you have like a reactor, this is like a big chemi thing, and you have X coming in at this rate and it's mixing, and then you have something leaving at a different rate and you're trying to calculate the concentration of it in the tank. It's really boring if you're just doing the math, but I know that I then get to take that knowledge from differential equations and apply it to my research in iGEM.